Hello everyone. Today we are going to have our lesson on English and literature subject and the way it is tested in Form 4. Let me take this opportunity to welcome you to our lesson. By the end of the lesson, we will have gone through all the components of the English and literature subject. The English language has two components, that is English as a subject and literature as a subject. In English, we have 5 parts, that is grammar, writing, listening, speaking, and reading. All these parts are tested in the exams, and we get papers that deal with those. In the second part, we have literature, and in literature, we have poetry, oral literature, and literary appreciation, that is reading of set books. In literary appreciation, we have 3 subsections, that is the play, the novel, and the short stories. When it comes to the testing of all those parts in English, we have 3 sections that are tested in the exam. The first section tests functional writing. In functional writing, the total mark is 20, and here you'll be tested on all aspects of writings that we deal with in our day-to-day life. In the second part, we have the cloze test, which takes 10 marks, and this is a comprehension where you have dashes that you are supposed to fill in with the words that you have learned in your vocabulary. The next part is the oral skills, which has 30 marks. In oral skills, we test the speaking skills. How far can you be able to express yourself using the English language? In section 2, we have the comprehensions. 2 comprehensions, poetry and grammar. The first comprehension is what we refer to as the unseen comprehension. This one is 20 marks, and it is from our experiences of life. In the second comprehension, which is 25 marks, we test from the set books. The set books that I talked about in the first part of the lesson are tested in comprehension 2, and they take a total of 25 marks. Here you are supposed to write a composition based on the set books that you have read. The next part is poetry and oral literature. You will not be tested in both parts, but one part at a goal. They may test one part in poetry this year, and then the next year they alternate, and you have oral literature. The last part is grammar. As I said, grammar is part of the English language. Lastly, we have the third section of testing, which comprises of 3 compositions. Each of the composition is 20 marks. We have the imaginative composition, in which you describe an event, you can discuss a topic, or you can imagine an event and give us a composition. The last 2 compositions are again set from the set books, whereby you are supposed now to write a composition from the other 2 books that were not tested in the first part that we talked about. So, combination of all those parts makes the English language testing. Thank you.